So, welcome to week two. We are going to go through a few important things that is upcoming this week. The first thing I want to talk about is the discussion. Please make sure you pay attention to what day you are posting your initial post on, because that will dictate what scenario you need to actually code and use a coding guidelines to support it. So you can see here if you're posting on Sunday or Monday, you're going to use the first scenario, Tuesday, the second, and so on and so forth. So what this is asking you to do, each scenario is going to say you're going to assign a correct diagnosis code, and then you're going to apply a coding guideline to the scenario. So for example, on the first scenario, the patient was seen for a rash, and the physician determined that it was cellulitis and prescribed her some ointment. So, what coding guideline would tell us that we would code the cellulitis and not the rash? The rash, just a hint, is a symptom code. Um, Same thing with the second one. So the patient was admitted to the ER, or excuse me, they came in with chest pain to the ER where they were worked up for an acute myocardial infarction. During the admission, the lab reports, the EKG, and the stress tests were all normal. So they're not actually diagnosing the patient with the acute myocardial infarction. What they're doing is they're working the patient up to see, is this really what happened? Is this why the patient was having chest pain? So in this scenario, there's no definite diagnosis or a definitive diagnosis. So the chest pain, which is again a symptom code, would be appropriate. If you have any questions, just let me know on that part. The second assignment this week is going to cover inpatient and outpatient and explaining the differences. The main resource that you want to use for this assignment is going to be your coding guidelines. So if you go to, you're going to want to use your coding guidelines that are in the front of your ICD 10 manual. So to see the differences between the inpatient coding and outpatient coding, you're really gonna focus on looking. This is gonna consist of reading your coding guidelines. So I would start here on section 2, selection of principal, all the way down to sorry, you're gonna go all the way down to where it talks about outpatient services. So the first part is going to be your inpatient guidelines, and you're going to differentiate those between your outpatient coding guidelines. Just a hint, um, an easy one to identify is when you're going through the guidelines, look at the difference between a provider documenting something as probable or suspected on the inpatient side versus the outpatient side, because that is one of the major differences between the two. If you have any questions on this assignment, just let me know, but you're going to be looking at your coding guidelines, which is in the front of your ICD-10 CM manual. To help you with this assignment. I'm going to go ahead and jump down to the job aid because this is another one that you're going to use your ICD-10 CM manual, the front of the book. And this is the coding conventions. So this is one of the first things in your coding guideline book. So you're going to be creating a job aid to assist new coders with the format, symbols, punctuation, basically any type of coding convention. So you're going to want to use your ICD-10 CM manual, the coding guidelines in the front of your book for this assignment. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Jumping to the next scenario is the coding reflection. So this is basically you are going to be coding this case right here, and it's just asking you to basically walk through how you came to the code. So For example, I went to the index of the ICD 10 book and I looked up the main term of what, and then I looked at the subterm what, and then I checked my tabular list and arrived at code whatever it may be. Jumping back up to the quizzes, so these are both quizzes. One thing I would say is make sure you use your punctuation correctly if it's asking you to put in a code. So make sure you use punctuation correctly, because it will mark off if you don't have punctuation in there. This is a combination between actually assigning codes and using your ICD-10 CM guidelines. So it's going to ask you um, a series of questions on both. They're kind of intermingled, but you're going to want to use your guidelines at the very front of your book, as well as you're going to be looking up a code. It's nothing too difficult, it's just a one-line statement. If you get stuck on something and you're not sure, you don't have to finish it in one setting. So I try to get back with students at least within 24 hours. If you have a question, just let me know which quiz it's from and I can help you the best I can. Um, and we'll go from there. So we will be having a live session this week on Thursday. The time is to be determined, and I will announce that tomorrow. I try to do it later in the week only to allow students to actually go through the assignments. I will not post anything new. No new material will be presented on these sessions, on these live sessions. This is a time for students to ask questions. So it's going to be, it could be 5 minutes, it could be 30 minutes. It's all going to depend on if you have questions or not. So again, these are not mandatory. This is just a time for you to get live feedback. Everybody have a great week.